I ran into my friend Nora last week on Michigan Avenue. She jumped off her bike right in front of me just to say hello. She was wearing a lovely summer dress and heels. She said she had just come from a Mary Kay meeting. We talked about how crazy the world is with all the division and polarization in the world. Nora said she doesn't see any of that. Instead, she sees people coming together, smiling, and getting along. Last week, guest Norma Edwards on the Saturday Call told us that wherever we put our focus, we usually get more of the same. We can walk around with a frown on our face or offer people a smile. There's plenty to frown about, but with a smile, we can create a new reality for ourselves and for each other. Welcome. Welcome to Illinois Bridging Awareness. I'm Stanley Smith. At Illinois Bridging Awareness, we're trying really hard to make sense out of all the crazy in the world. Spiritual guides tell us to make time for ourselves, nourish our bodies, be in nature, have music in our lives, and get rest and sleep. Last week, Norma Edwards, she joined the call on Saturday and told us that we're probably only 10% conscious, but we can access our subconscious and superconsciousness in our sleeping and meditative states. Norma shared her near-death experience, and she stopped short of saying that she went to heaven in the process. She said that in many ways, the concept of heaven is beyond our conception at this earthly level. Jim Downs described this as being restricted by our very being from seeing God fully. And it's not because God holds himself back, it's just because we kind of get in the way. Talking to Norma, I got the impression that there's plenty that we can and should accomplish right here at this earthly level. Perhaps the goal is not to rise to the top of the bottom in this earthly life, but to experience this life fully for good and for bad, for what it is and for what it offers, instead of trying too hard to make it into something else or something that we will accomplish or have already accomplished or something that's already been accomplished for us somewhere else. We can't be all things to all people in all places, for others or for ourselves. And we should probably be thankful for that. We don't need to figure it all out because God has already done that for us on our behalf. We just have to do our part. Wherever we find ourselves in this current narrative at this time, we need to ask ourselves, is it making our world bigger or smaller? Are we being more of ourselves or less of ourselves? During the pandemic, City of Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot said, if we don't reopen the city soon, there will be nothing left to reopen. However you view this transitional time that we're currently in, you need to hold on to some kind of moral compass of kindness, integrity, and decency. Because when we get on the other side of whatever's going on, we'll need all that. Otherwise, there's no point in going on. We can't be a zero-sum game of nothing. Edgar Cayce says there's a lot of bad in the best of us and a lot of good in the worst of us. So we should stop beating each other up. That's an adult conversation we probably need to have. I look forward to having that conversation with you at an upcoming call. If you would like to join us at Illinois Bridging Awareness, the Saturday call is every Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Time on Zoom. I will include my email in the description of this video. I'll be happy to send you an invitation. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.